couldn't have got more god. Look at that. Easy as. Easy as pop. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight we are running Dimir Dangerous. That's the best I can call it. We have a couple of good blue cards, and I know blue is the least likely thing that I play, but we're going to combine them with our classic Dimir skeleton deck, which I love, and add a couple of other spicy flavors into it to really bring out a nice, aggressive, and kind of anti-meta deck that does a lot of damage and actually ranking me up pretty good. So before we get down into it, though, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places, you can hit that bell when you go live, when I go live or post a new thing, and you can be a notification squad and get here first. So don't forget to do that. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. If you want to share a deck with me or you want me to play a deck, Discord is the place to do it. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, please go right down there to my AetherHub or my Moxfield, and you will find a copy of this nice deck for you. So you're going to see, this is the skeletal structure that I always talk about with mono black aggro skeletons or any other color that you combine it with. We're going to have that basic skeleton structure, but we're going to be adding a bunch of other stuff with it to really amp the power and speed that we can do things with. First things first, we're going to go with Forsaken Miner, which is a super useful card because it comes back from the graveyard for black if you commit a crime. Also, he's awesome looking. He's a skeleton cowboy. Like, that's sweet. 1 black, 2/2. He cannot block. He is a rogue, so he's immune to shoot the sheriff. And he comes back if you ever commit a crime. Good stuff. We have a lot of crimes to commit, so that'll be certainly helpful as we go on. Next, we have Mockingjay. 1 blue and X. 1/1 Bird Bard. You may have this creature enter as a copy of any other creature on the battlefield with a mana value less than or equal to the amount of mana spent to cast this creature, except it's a bird in addition to its other flying. So what that means is that you have any creature, you basically match its total mana cost and it comes out as that creature. The fun thing about this one, though, is that when we generate skeleton tokens, tokens have no cost. So if we generate a token with Corpses of the Lost, that is 0 cost. That means that you could, for 1 blue, you could have a 3/2 skeleton hit the board. Yeah, that's it. That's as simple as that. So it's basically a free skeleton if you already have a skeleton. It's a bird skeleton if you already have a skeleton out onto the board. Really, really, really good stuff like that, because all of a sudden it's a flying, hasted skeleton that can just go in, or any other type that you have right there. So very, very useful card to imitate any of the other cards that you have as we go. Or you can even imitate your opponent's cards. So whatever you want, it is a clutch player in this, and it's going to be very common useful when you see the other else we have. The other blue card that I wanted to have a good time with right here was Bellion the Parched, which is Hydro Man, I think, from the Spider-Man set. 2 blue, 2/2. Elemental Villain. You know I gotta run the villains, man. Whenever you cast a blue spell, if Bellion is a creature, he gets a 1/1 until the end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, untap Bellion until the end of next turn. He becomes a land, and then you add 1 blue. So he becomes a land on your opponent's turn, which means he is very tricky to kill. Okay, he is very evasive in that way. You can't really pop him. So you kind of always, at the beginning of your turn, this guy comes back and he can attack again. And anytime you cast a blue spell, he gets pumped. So that's very good. The only way you can kill him is if they have a removal on your turn. They have to have an instant, so he's going to avoid most board wipes anyways. And also he gets pumped for blue. The fun thing about him is we have a couple of blue spells here that will absolutely pump him, especially Mockingbird and stuff like that. Putting down that damage aggressively, keeping consistent damage going down, especially with the other skeletons, is going to help a lot. I think 2 of them is fine. You could run 3, but he is a legendary, so it is tricky to get more of them in there. Now for the removal package, we are going to rerun 4 Strategic Betrayals because the Cravo decks are insane. The Reanimator decks go crazy. So we have to exile somebody and get rid of people's graveyards. We're also going to go with Bitter Triumph right here. We aren't gaining any life with this, but I don't mind discarding a card. There are a few cards that I'm fine with discarding, namely Skrillex the Augmenter and Forsaken Miner as we go. Those are perfectly fine to discard. That one will come back. You can actually do with Bitter Triumph. Target a guy, discards Forsaken Miner, and because you committed a crime while doing that, he immediately can just be played onto the board again for 1 black mana. So it's not a bad one to do for that. Of course, the second part of our skeleton strategy is going to be Case of the Stash Skeleton. 1 black and 1, whenever this case enters, create a 2/1 black skeleton creature token. So it creates a 2/1 and suspected. Suspect means it can't block and has menace, so it becomes harder to block, but it cannot block itself. To solve it, you control no suspected skeletons. So if this dies, it punishes people for them killing your skeletons. It punishes them because then you can use it for a tutor. You play 1 black and 1. You search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. So you have the ability to grab that and boom, you're ready to go. So that being said, that is another part of our skeleton strategy right there to aggressively put damage down range. Ideally, your 1, 2, 3 is Forsaken Miner into Case, into Corpses of the Lost. Turn 4, you can almost knock them out by throwing out a Mockingjay and a bunch of other stuff too. So you can very aggressively kill stuff with that. Another great card that I think people are sleeping on, especially in blue, because we already have this in white. Everyone hates Authority of the Consuls. They say it's too powerful. This is Authority of the Consuls that is even more powerful. This is Makdi and Itla Sky Snares, and I think this is Spider-Woman in Spider-Man. Yeah, I believe so. Obviously, it's white and blue, but we can just play blue, which means it will trigger Bellion. Flying, artifacts, and creatures your opponent's controls enters tapped. This is such a good anti-meta right now, guys. First of all, Cauldron comes in tapped, and those stupid artifact decks all come in tapped. Every artifact they have comes in tapped. So even if they're trying to generate tokens to block you, artifact tokens to block you, the Simulacrum decks, Cauldron comes in tapped, all the artifacts come in tapped, everything. It is so useful. The mana rocks come in tapped. It is extremely useful to have everybody come in tapped for this one. So I actually really like her as a 2/2 flying, just to help out with the anti-meta tricks right there. We're going to go with 2 Skullcap Nuisances as well. Nobody ever plays this guy. That's a silly Duskborn guy right there. Look how silly he is. He's just on this lady's back, and he's just like, hi, I'm a crazy-looking dude. 1 black and blue, 1/4 flying Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, surveil 1. We're never going to use the fully unlock a room. We are going to use the Eerie enchantment comes in because we have a lot of enchantments. Case of the Stash Skeleton and Corpses of the Lost are both enchantments, so we do get the surveillability, which lets us pick whatever card is coming up next or dump it into our graveyard. It is also a pretty decent skeleton at a 1/4, kind of beyond burn range, pretty decent blocker as we talk it, and he'll get a haste from Corpses of the Lost as well. So on the 3 drops right here, of course, we have Corpses of the Lost. This is what makes skeleton decks possible. It's going to be a sad day when this rotates out because it's so powerful. 1 black and 2 enchantment. Skeletons you control have +1 and have haste. Whenever this enchantment enters, create a 2/2 black pirate skeleton creature token. Remember, a pirate is an outlaw, immune from Shoot the Sheriff. At the beginning of your end step, if you descend to this turn, you may play 1 life, meaning if anything went into the graveyard, return this enchantment to its owner's hand, and means you can replay it and generate another skeleton. This is really what is going to be aggressively charging those skeletons downrange and putting the pressure on your opponents to really have to deal with all of these early plays, especially if they're like a ramp deck. Not even a ramp deck, but especially if there's like a combo deck or a late game kind of control deck, they have to deal with these hasty creatures that constantly get being generated. It's very tricky. So that's what I talk about with just all of this aggression with these skeletons and not being able to put down blockers. Man, you know, hasting in and everything they try to put block in is tapped. Ooh, that's a deadly combination right there. We're going to go with 2 Skrillex the Augmenters. What I like about him is card draw. Card draw is going to be the high end of this deck. with Elegy Acolyte and Scrivix the Augmenter right here. 1 blue or black, either one is fine. Of course, the blue will trigger Belly on the Parched. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards from the top of your library, put one of them in your hand and the rest in your library. So you get to select a card. Super useful as a 3-drop. However, here's the fun part. If this gets discarded or it gets put in the graveyard, whatever it goes, you can exile it, the Symbiote Spider Hero, because the symbiote is going to attach to somebody else. This is Black Suit Spider-Man, by the way, in Spider-Man. You exile it, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, and it gains that ability to, whenever it deals damage, you get to look and draw the cards. Super, super good, especially if it gets killed or discarded. You put it on like one of your Menace Skeletons. The Menace Skeleton pumps up, and you get to choose the next card that you come in there with right there. Also, it's really gross looking. Spider Symbiote Hero, super cool combination play again to select cards off the top. The final card, the final combination play right here is the pale replacement for Sheoldred, but man, we miss her. This is going to be the card draw mommy right here. 2 black and 2 4/4 Human Cleric lifelink. Can anybody really replace Sheoldred? No, but she is very good. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Already pretty good. A 4/4 for 4 with lifelink that lets you draw cards when anything ever gets damaged. Good. And then you have the Void. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, you create a, or was warped in, you create a 2/2 colorless robot every turn. So you can always have like a robot going in, generating a token, and you're going to lose a lot of tokens. That stuff is going to die. So if you've hit that Void, she's always going to generate that token and feed you cards. Again, kind of in the high end to maintain the level of aggression that we want, using Scrivix and Elegy Acolyte to continually keep drawing things and constantly push that pressure down on the range is going to be super useful. That's going to be like our goal right there, especially when we're close to knocking them out. We put that aggression down and boom, you have it. So that is going to be that. That is the idea. 5 islands, 10 swamps, 4 Gloom Lake Verges, Undercity Sewer for a Surveil. Does count as an island, a swamp, so it does work for the Verge. And 4 Watery Graves. I did not even realize when Karlov came out, I got all the Clue Watery Graves. I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently it is. There they are. Clue was apparently a crossover set. 20 creatures right here from bards, birds, skeletons, clerics, villains, symbiotes, and heroes. 4 instants, 4 sorceries, 8 enchantments, 24 lands, and a 2.2. I did flood a lot. There is an argument to be made about cutting a land from this and maybe adding another card. Could be. Yeah, if you find you're drawing way too much mana, you could cut a land from this and add a few more cards if you wanted to. But it did me very good as it is. As far as the sideboard goes, Secret Identity is not a bad one from the Omenpaths. It does give somebody hexproof, and of course it can immediately pump somebody up to a hero. So if you make up somebody with a base power and toughness of 3/4 that was originally just like a, you know, a 1/2 or something like that, it really adds that extra damage on there. That's not bad. 3 steps ahead in case you want to run counter spells, but I don't really need to. It does let you duplicate things. Or draw cards as well. Tragic Trajectory for a little bit more void removal. Consult the star charts for that smoother hand draw as well, in case you just really get stymied and you need stuff. Hunted Bone Brute's never a bad thing to put down, especially disguised and then flipping it. And then of course utility cards like Nowhere to Run for that -3/-3 that busts through hexproof and ward for our for all of our friends who really want to play Sheltered by Ghosts, and Withering Torment to crack open any enchantments that we may run into. So those are going to be your options right there for additional removal and some other fun combination plays. So I had a great time with this. It was a blast playing it. It worked really well. All of the cards had a lot of synergy, and we ranked up pretty good. Let's get into it. Belial Skeletons. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let's get to 150 likes. I got one more pack to give away. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. I go first. Okay. We're going to put down that. We're going to put down Case of the Stash Skellington. Esper Origins. Corpse, goodbye corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. What's he gonna do now? Haunt Woods. Say you'll haunt me. Belial the Parched. Could have a board wipe coming up. We'll have to wait and see. Esper Origins. You gain some life there. Goodbye corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. Let's do that, and let's finish him off with a brush little spike. There you go. Easy enough. Tonight was the 2HG commander for Friday Night Magic. What does 2HG mean? Oh, two-headed giant commander. There we go. Gotcha. I miss two-headed giant. I used to play that a lot, man. Me and my buddy Gavin, who doesn't watch my videos despite being one of my best friends and playing Magic cards, we were a terror. If we ever teamed up, he played control. He was a heavy control player, which is part of the reason I don't like control. We were a holy terror if we ever fucking teamed up. People hated that. Oh man, it was a nightmare. Chairman Meow. Skellington. Duke Skellington. Storm Chaser's talent. Alright, what do we got? If it's a mana, yeah, you're going in the trash. You're going in the fucking wall. Push. Boom. Gotcha. How does Two-Headed Giant Commander even work? That sounds like that game is going to take 100 years. Literally that many years. Exactly 100. Not a day less than 100 years. There's still people, they started a game in Two-Headed Giant Commander a couple years ago. It's still going. That shit is still going on right now. Oh my goodness, too much mana. What a terrible problem to have. He's got none and I got too much. Profs, very nice. Sounds like you're gay now? What? What does that even mean? Boom. How you doing, Seth Maxwell? Storm Chaser's talent. He keeps getting mana, and I keep getting no mana, so I don't know. Elegy Acolyte. Oh, look, another mana. Fantastic. Man, I don't really even want to use my Oh, I made a robot. I don't even really want to use my strat bet. Has any other human on the face of the earth ever heard of, has anybody ever heard of Emperor? Has any other single human being on the face of the earth ever heard of Emperor? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sharkmouth. That's literally what I said, is that sounds like it's going to take forever to finish. They also call, it's also been called Caesar. That shit is, you want to talk about an insane game. That shit is fucking wild. You can block for the Emperor. The Emperor can't block for you. 3 sides. Protect the guy in the middle. Madness. Sheer madness. It's honestly kind of hard to play. Like, to figure out what you should be doing, it's kind of tricky. I'm flooding here, guys. Yeah, Emperor is fun. It's crazy as shit, but it's fun. He is probably going to counterspell me, so let's just get it over with. There you go. We got another one in our hand, it's fine. Unless he holds back on the blue mana here. Surveil. I've never played Star Magic, no. So he's going to hold back. He's doing all color. I don't know if he has another counterspell or not. I flooded, which is bad. Still not playing anything. Holding back. Holding out for a hero until the end of the night. We're going to try to get Elegy Acolyte down. And we're going to see what happens here. Let's try to bait some stuff out here. I'm pretty good at baiting. I don't know if you guys knew this. Yeah, I knew he had another fucking counterspell. I'm pretty good at baiting. How good? I'll let you decide. Nah, people never like my shit, bro. I'll genuinely look at another content creator and his video will have the same amount of views as mine and twice as many likes. It's very disheartening. It makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? It's like, Jay, you're doing something wrong. You're fucking up something because people aren't liking your video. That's how it feels. Let's do this. A3 life. Let's see if we can bait something out here. No. Let's get Elegy Acolyte out here. Let's get that counter. No? I'll be like, wow, cool. I got 150 likes on this video. And I got 4,000 views and 150 likes. And I say, great. That's awesome. And then I look at another 4,000 view Magic video, and guess what that has? 300 likes. You still say I'm a journeyman? I'm a journeyman? Not higher than that? Holy shit, man. This guy, I don't know what he's got going on here, man. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this guy's got going on. Boom. Let's do that. What do we want to get out here? Smuggler's Surprise. Very nice. Puts creatures down. Ah, so not at that level that I'm thinking. We do that. Lemon Meringue. Boom. Boom. Just at 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 with is it fun? Well, the real question I had for you was, is it fun to do that? Would you say it is fun, or? Goodbye, corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. I drew way too much mana here, guys. I may have to cut one. Bitter Triumph, we'll take that. We'll take that, boom. There you go. As per Origins. Real permanent. It's ooh, it gets my LG Acolyte there, very nice. Skull Cap. Nuisance. Boom. Get 2 green. I don't really know what the fuck this is, man. I flooded out, which is a big problem, and he killed or counterspelled everything that I put down. This looks like it's just one of those whatchamacallit, one of those saga, not saga, but God, he has played Esper Origins so many fucking times, man. He has played that card so many fucking times. So many times. Boom. It looks like it's just a lord, whatchamacallit. Case of the Stash Skeleton. Wabango. Yeah, we just drew, he killed all my card draw. And we just drew fucking mana after mana after mana after mana on the natural. So there was no way I could get through. He had nothing but counter spells and board wipes. Not a fun time right there, but hey. 50 people here and 25 likes, 24 likes. That's a fucking abomination, guys. That's terrible. Y'all really just don't like my shit, man. Y'all can tell me. You can say, Jay, this content is dog shit. It's terrible. I understand. I get it. I don't try very hard, so I understand. Do. Oh, I got the Soul Cauldron. Wonderful. We all know about that, don't we? Gonna do that. I need to pull my Strategic Betrayal. I don't have any artifact crack. We're gonna see here. And you can't even say my name. The memory's gone. Are you still in frog and a bone? Dun dun. Hesitation. I've become invisible. But you can't even say. It's insane how well that song syncs up with the themes of the game, I would say. Chart a course. He wants to put Vivi in the graveyard. I'm going to hold steady. I think he's going to sweep me here with the burn. Oh, there's Vives. There you go. That's for you, buddy. That's for you, buddy. Oh, man. Ops goes first and I'm a little slow. I'll give it a shot, though. Ops goes first and I'm a little slow, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot here, guys. Thank you so much, Death. Mineral Area, did I say hi to you? A Jun player combat off turn 8. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, okay. So let's put down Forsaken Miner. Watery Grave. I can't believe I didn't need to make any Watery Graves because I had all these clue versions. Oh, damn. This is a Cravo Reanimator, so I need to pull a Strategic Betrayal or lose the game. It's one or the other. Let's pull a Strategic Betrayal or lose the game, ladies and gentlemen. Pay 2 life. Skullcap Nuisance. There you go. Do that. Because he already has Primal Odin in there. Chart a course. So I really need it right now, because if he has Cravo, if Cravo is his name-o. If I have Corpses of the Lost, I'll hit Corpses. If not, I'll hit Makati and Itla. Oh, man, that's not good. Okay, so we're going to put down... Because he's got Cravo, I'm sure. He's got Cravo, I'm almost positive. No, he doesn't. Okay, Cravo is not his name-o. We really got to pull either a mana or we got to pull Strat Bet. One of those is going to be the way to go here. Oh, we hit it. Okay. So let's do this. Pop, pop, pop. Let's hope he doesn't have a counter spell. No, he doesn't. Ooh, got him. Got him. Cravo. Cravo was his name-o. We're going to say... We're going to hold steady here. We're going to go in. I know he's mad. Your cat demands to land you. Well, you're lucky that you have a little black cat. I have a gigantic monster cat, and he also demands that he use me as a mattress. And he really likes that, if he can lay on top of me like I'm a big giant beanbag chair. Yeah. Absolute crutch strat bet right there, guys. Holy crap. That was an insanely clutch strat bet. Because he's mad. He rage played it. Now he's gonna salt rope because he's upset about it. Yeah. No, I got him right. I got him in the clutch. He missed it by 1. He had to go find a land. He didn't hit his land. So now he's mad about it. Prevo was his name-o. So now he's gonna salt rope me because he's upset. He was supposed to. You're supposed to win. Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but you're supposed to automatically win anytime you play Cravo decks. On turn 4, you're just supposed to automatically win. It's a you win button, and when people can't get their you win button off, they get really upset, man. They just are very, very unhappy. Because they're supposed to just instantly win when you play Cravo. That's what people told them. That's what it said on the thumbnail of the video. This deck instantly wins. And it turned out to not be true. So he's pretty upset. You know. So now he's going to salt rope me. He's going to get the saltiest salt. Upsetty spaghetti. This is true. Hey, listen, man. Somebody lied to this man and told him that it's an instant win. Somebody told him, listen, I guarantee there's no chance it won't happen. And lo and behold, it happened. So, you know. There you go. AVO. Somebody peed in his cornflakes. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna say pay 2 life, put that down. Listen, man, Boros Burn's not the problem. You need to love Boros Burn. Let's put down blue, dabo dee button die, dabo dee button die. Okay, blue goes away, belly all the parched. Undercity sewer. Let's do this. Okay. Brandon Ross. Pinnacle Star Cage. Very nice. Undercity sewer. Let's scry. Get rid of that. Do this, boom, and turn. Do that, boom, take action. Bring that out. I want him to tap out here. I want him to, yeah, there we go. Got him. We got him. Oh, we extra got him. He couldn't have got more got right here. Couldn't have got more got. Look at that. Easy as. Easy as pie. And Cravo was his name-o. Belial's a nice little clutch card, man. Hard to knock out. Hard to knock out as it goes. Ops goes first. I'm a little slow here, but I'll take it. Okay. We're gonna do this. My goodness, that bird was a skeleton. It sure was. It sure was, buddy. We're gonna say... We're gonna hold steady here. Yeah, it can dupe any token and it charges Belial, as you saw, so you have a real advantage. Razorkin Needlehead. Discard a card. Let's get rid of that. Nova Hellkite, okay. I think we're in a little bit of trouble here, guys. He came out very, very aggro, and we kind of came out slow. Yeah, I think we're in pretty bad shape. We're not really able to keep pace with him here. He came out very, very aggressive, and we're a little slow on him. I had to play a lot of defense. Screaming Mimi. Okay. Gonna go in. Boom. See what we draw here. Under City Sewers, which is not great. 3.6 Rowangan. Not great, not terrible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be dead here. Almost positive we're gonna be dead here. Skull cap. Yeah, it was a close one. We closed the gap good here, but no, we didn't get it. We didn't get it off. Too bad. Let's see if we can't break it off in the next 2 games. So, Lightning Bolt is banned in Historic, but Chain Lightning is legal. Which one's Chain Lightning? I think that Lightning Bolt might be legal because they never reprinted it. It's not really readily available for everyone. I'm not sure, though. Hey, Soratobu Maguro. Do that. This is a pretty good hand here. As long as I get the 3rd mana, I think I'll be okay. Deep Root Pilgrimage. I've seen people running this. It creates a merfolk. Okay. I think we're going to outgun him here. Because next turn, if I can get Mockingjay down, it's pretty much cooked. It's Cook City, USA. Yeah. Unless he somehow sweeps the board with blue mana, then he's pretty cooked here. He's too slow. Cenote Scout. Station. Pretty clever. Two. I'd say pay 3 life, kill you. Boom. Solve that. Okay. Mistway Spy. Gotta be playing some Cecil, Saboteur, and Crawler. I know. I like how good Black Aggro is right now. I like Babs. Like the low cost, dangerous cards that you can run are so good, man. You know what I mean? They're so good. They're such good black aggro, which is rare we're able to get that, you know? It's rare we're able to get black aggro. This guy's dead, by the way. This guy's dead. He doesn't know it yet. That's what you get for playing Simic, man. Sorry. Had to say it. Boom. All right. We can go for one more, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Wabango. Okay. Okay. Terminus. All right. A little bit too much. A little bit too much mana. I'm a little worried about that. We can hit him for 9 right now on the good curve. He's got Scavenger Regent. There you go. He's got that going for him. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Auto pay. Gonna hit him for 9. Boom. We'll case the Stash Skeleton him out there. Force of Nature, yeah. Tell me about it. That's a card I haven't heard of in a while. Black Elegy Acolyte. Shoot the Sheriff. Very nice. He's gonna open that. That was a bad idea for him to do. Knockout. There you go. Good one. Ooh, the Ops goes first. You know what? We'll try it. I didn't see Slasher Clones. That sounds cool. That sounds pretty cool. Mako. Profs. Okay, it's a profs deck then. Ooh, we're hitting these manas something bad here, guys. That's the biggest issue I've had with this deck is the flooding, man. 6 mana off the top is not a good fucking recipe for anything, really. That's not good. It's not a good combination play there. He's gonna hit me for 6. Just don't be a mana game. Don't do it to me. There's Vivi. I'm gonna take the 6, bro. Fucking land, bro. God damn, dude. Surveil. Elegy Acolyte. Sure, bro, but damn. Damn, man. Fuck. Seven mana, dude. 7 mana out of fucking 11 cards does not compute. Just to draw a million cards there. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. It's to ping me. Going in for both. Block, block. Damn, bro. That's a hand-delivered fucking win for Ops right there, man. I can't do anything about that. Fucking hand-delivered win. Hand-delivered win, folks. Hand-delivered win. Hand-delivered win for Ops. Holy shit, 7 mana off the top. Alright, guys. I think I made my point. I mean, Diamond 2, basically, we would have been Diamond 2 if the game specifically didn't hunt me down. A really fun Skeletons deck using a couple of anti-meta things. Didn't really get to use Skrillex, but honestly, MacD is really good, and Bellion does quite do a lot of work with this, especially combining it with Mockingjay. So I'm happy with the way this goes. I'm happy with how it's happening. I hope you are too. So yeah, we're definitely gonna leave this one right there. But man, it works, dude. I absolutely could see myself going pretty far with this one. So yeah, thumbs up.